it's a cold. It's kind of getting the better of me here and there because I haven't been able to just sit and rest outside of the past few days. So, but tonight we have working through the Hekataeon a bit more, and we're going to start the process for the iynx. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's iynx, and it essentially acts as a messenger between you and the gods and goddesses. Sorry if you hear that over there. I'm making tea offerings for the moon tonight. I felt I should, and then as soon as I realized I was going to be doing that, I was going to be using some of the similar materials, that I thought I might as well just go ahead and do this ritual, because I wasn't going to do it. Yeah, because I've been sick. So, you won't hear the words, and you won't see where I'm burying it, because I got to bury it in the earth for 3 days initially. So, there's some other modifications I'm making. I don't have a cork, so I'm not going to use that cork. I've got a spaghetti jar, and that's what I'm going to use for there. So I won't be using the corks, but I can seal this with wax if I want to. I can seal a jar with that. It's got a wax seal inside of it, but for symbolic reasons, we'll just go ahead and do the outside too with this candle we're about to put out with the jar. And then for my feather, I have a peacock feather that I got the last time I was here in Hawaii. I found it over by where I work, because there are some peacocks over there. So that will be my feather. I don't have grave dirt from somebody that died young, but I do have graveyard dirt from a soldier. So I do have that, and that was obtained ethically by a friend of mine for me a while ago. So those are the modifications I'm making. The seawater, I meant sea salt water. Some of the salt water around here is a little bit impure, right? So around here where I live, you're going to get a lot of impurities in there. And if I'm going to largely be making an entity from this, then I want more purified items. So I'm using water that's been distilled and sea salt to make the seawater. So that way I'm reducing the number of artificial things that I have in my creation. So I don't want to, I mean, I don't think it would be, I don't know that it would really matter, to be honest with you, but it just makes me feel better, so that's why I'm doing it. Then ashes from the dedication ceremony. These are mine. You'll have to, of course, make your own. Looks like I need a little bit more myrrh. This is myrrh resin I've got here, sweet myrrh resin. So, alright, so first we got to capture the flame. And the myrrh. Okay. And last, I have to get saliva, which I would rather use blood. So I think I'm just going to do that anyhow. So I guess that's my next deviation. Because saliva contains your DNA too, so I don't see. Go. Of course it's on the outside. There we go. Let's get another one just in case. There we go. I like to make sure I'm this. There we go. Absolutely inside. Okay. go. Let's make sure everything's all done up. Let's move this. This is largely symbolic, so I'm not quite as worried about that. Nothing's going to be getting in here. I did have to think about where I'm going to bury this thing, though, because I don't own this property, and there's construction in the areas around here, and homeless people live in the areas that haven't been developed yet. And all the grass around here, there's literally, there are no flowers and things like that that you can kind of hide it under or something like that on this particular piece of property that are notable anyways. So I think I know where I'm gonna have to go. There's a spot that doesn't get a whole lot of sun, which means it doesn't get a whole lot of visibility. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm pretty much just gonna take a bucket or something similar, put it on top like I'm watering flowers or something, and then that should be good enough. Nobody around here looks that hard. Okay, and that should get us sealed. Looking pretty good. Again, this is symbolic sealing. All right, I'll be burying it privately, and I'll be doing there's a phrase you say, because this goes through 3 sections, and the first one is that it gets buried, and then it gets submerged in water, and then it gets hung in the air. All right, that should be good. Oops. All right, so we've made the ink starter kit here, if you will, and then we'll be probably won't make another video when I go to submerge it, because all I'm doing is I'm just gonna be digging this back up and then submerging it with a phrase, with some words there of a phrase. And then I'll be doing that with the air. So I'll probably not, probably won't do the second and third part, but I might do at the end. I guess we'll see. We'll see. Take care.